Petco. Brand new ones, they retros. Live fast, die on set, my headstone. Stop been grown. You ain't get money, Ben Frank.
Week 3 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Javonte Williams. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Broncos and the Dolphins, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback, now in his 4th NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. You look at this Bronco defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away their timing.
They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times.
Hill's hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
Holding offense.
And that's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now we give up the middle to Williams. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Jones throw brought in by Watson. It'll be a gain of 5, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Simple drag route here. Lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. He probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this returnable for Hill. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
On 2nd down, Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back deep for Denver, the rookie Marvin Mims. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing Jones. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Jones. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. On 2nd down, Williams. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25.
That was a really nice job by him picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
An option give now to Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They get a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They can probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. DK Metcalf. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. His first career touchdown pass, and you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later. But make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Tua sets up to pass it. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now the rookie 3rd-round pick, it's Devon Achane. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. But you look at this Bronco defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And I think plays like that will give them some confidence, something sorely needed going against this unit.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And he's corralled, but not before. So at 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, down at the 33. Looking to pass. Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The numbers for Hill a week ago. 8 catches, 131 yards, and also the score.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number 1 in everything they do, but he's number 2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll dump this off to Achane. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Tua going to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Achane is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie. The first touchdown of his career.
There's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And able to get this out to the 25. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
From the 27, Jones. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver Hill. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more yards there. Here's Tua. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, a run by Achane. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. No, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be fourth down.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. The Broncos at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
What they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
The throw out wide going to be incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And he was going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And here's Brad Robbins now. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over in that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Now Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. Oh, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. It's a big play there for Miami. 52 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. That's to the rookie, Marvin Mims. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Jones on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. That's taken in by Dulcich.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they're looking third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And it is the Chargers out in front as those two creep towards halftime. Justin Herbert with 2 touchdown passes. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to the Motor City to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Braxton Berrios, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And you can see there is the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. Josh Downs, a touchdown reception. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it. Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call of the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 8. A give to Williams, running right. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
All things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now Hill to return it. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. On the out route, he's got Mostert. And he's able to get up here to the 26. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Denver's offense now set to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Throwing again on second down. Jones. And his throw is incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offense.
Oh, now meanwhile, contact downfield on the deep ball. Penalty flags come showering in. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 4 yards to go on second down from the 7. On the option right, it's Jones. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Jones off the play fake. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
McPherson's kick is good. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Dolphins' offense now heads back on the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah.
Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now Jones. Quickly into the hands of Mims. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And Mims moves the chains, and it's exciting to see all the ways the Broncos might use him as a rookie. He's a mismatch type of a player who can really hit you from anywhere if you don't keep somebody nearby and closely guarded.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw caught here by Dulcich. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. To pick it up. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on fourth down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. A run straight ahead with Achane. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane with 2 touchdowns on the season. Both Indians have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on fourth down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Throwing, Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And Watson has it right side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and that brings up third down. They need a crafty play call here. 15 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Jones now throwing on third and long. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Ioannidis pulling his way in and sticking him to the turf. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Hand off to Achane to begin the drive. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. They fake the handoff, now Tua. Open man, that's Hill, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle, Achane able to slither by. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Achane on the counter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Effort play from B.J. Ojulari to drop him for a loss. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And this time not quite to the 30, will be down at the 41-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. In motion, that's Tolbert. Now a fake on a jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is...
And they'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point ball in good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. A Nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, his throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Broncos first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. To throw is Jones. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Here now, 2nd and goal. Here's Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They'll run again. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And the Dolphins have got it.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And they'll indeed take a knee. Down to an Eagles Tua, and that should just about do it. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turn.